few years ago, I was talking with my dad, and he gave me this gem of advice about how to be an employee at work. And he said the following to me: Michelle, you need to be somebody who, when they're talking about you to somebody else, they say, Michelle is a good employee and ... Not somebody who they say, Michelle is a good employee, but ... Let me explain. You see, there's a big difference between someone who is a good employee and something else versus somebody who's a good employee, but also something else. And a lot of times someone might say, hey, so-and-so is a good employee, and then explain what else they do that adds value. And that's the kind of person everybody in every company loves. They not only do their job, but they elevate the team. They make the company better. But then there's the other kind, the employee who's a good employee, but ... They're the person who, they probably do their job, sure, but they also take away more than they add. Maybe they bring some sort of negativity, maybe they resist teamwork, or they undercut others. Even if they complete their task, they actually make the company worse. And that's a huge difference. Here's the tricky part. This isn't always obvious to someone just starting out in the workplace. When you first get your job, you're just learning the ropes and you're figuring out responsibilities and tasks. But at some point, you realize being a good employee gets you your paycheck, but being a good employee and something else opens doors you never expected. That and something else is what sets people apart. It might be helping out a teammate, spotting a problem no one else seems to see, offering a creative solution, or just being someone others know they can count on. It doesn't always show up on your resume. In fact, it probably almost never does. But when people talk to you, they remember it. They say, so-and-so is a good employee and then they end up listing all the ways you make life better for them, for the team, and for the company. Being just a good employee will get you by. It will pay the bills, but being a good employee and something else, that's when promotions happen, opportunities show up, and people trust you with more responsibility than you expected. That's when doors open that others don't even see. So here's the takeaway. Next time you walk into work or your household, ask yourself this: people talking about you with an and or a but? Are you someone who adds value beyond what's expected? Are you somebody who makes life better for others around you? Or are you someone who just shows up and does the bare minimum? The difference matters. You see, it's not about being perfect. It's not about dominating everything you do. It's about being an and, not a but. It's about showing up, doing your work, and adding that little extra that makes people say, wow, that person actually matters. Because when you're an and, doors open, opportunities arise, people trust you, and your impact, both at work and in life, grows in ways you can't predict. So remember, be a good employee and not just a good employee, but be the person who adds value, not the person who subtracts it. Be the person that people talk to and talk with excitement, not hesitation. Moral of the story, be an and.